VCI Entertainment has released Bob Clark's first film ever, Children Shouldn't Play with Dead Things. This is the reverse cover, which I am a big fan of. Not that there's anything wrong with the new one, it's just not really my thing. This was released recently. I kind of just got my review copy a couple of days ago. And I think, if you want to start off with the transfer, I think it looks good. I think it's the best this is ever going to look. This wasn't no big $1 million production, so you can't really expect it to look too great. But compared to all the other versions out there, the best one next to this is probably the UK Anchor Bay DVD of it. But this looks good. I don't think you're going to complain about the looks at all. The film, it's like I said, it's his first film, so it's not Black Christmas. It's definitely not Toy Story, A Christmas Story. Better than Toy Story, in my opinion, but yeah, either way. And like I said, it's a first film. He doesn't even list himself as Bob Clark in the credits. I think he lists himself as Benjamin Clark. And then there's this guy, I forget the name of him, Alan Ormsby. That is pretty well the lead actor in the film because he actually helped him make the film. And if you've never seen it, it's a zombie flick. It's a bit of a slow burn, and it starts off with like these hippie types, I guess you could say, because this is an old film. They fit in with the time. Going to a graveyard where shenanigans take place. There's some surprises here and there. At the start, it's pretty slow moving. The first half of the film in general, I would say, is pretty slow moving. But if you can make it past the first half of the movie, I think you're going to love the last half, because it basically becomes a Fulci-style zombie flick with some surprises and some tense moments near the last half of it. Not one of my favorite zombie movies, but I do appreciate it, and I do think the second half is a whole lot better than the first half. And there's some pretty cool, characters, and some funny moments here and there, and there's some pretty good kills and effects there near the end of it. But the first half, you may not be that caught up with what's going on if you've never seen it, or you're not just a fan in general of it already. But the second half is definitely where it picks up, and it's still worth getting, in my opinion. And I like Bob Clark in general, especially Black Christmas. And this is kind of a neat precursor, although I think his better stuff would probably start with Death Dream. I think that started, was his second film, I think, after this, maybe, and onward, I think you can't go wrong. But this is not a bad place to start, and it's above average anyway, even if it isn't totally amazing. Just my opinion. But this release is amazing, I do think. Yes, there is some audio sync issues in the film. Now, I've noticed some people are really taking that to heart, but I don't think they're as bad as some people are saying. It's mostly noticeable like during this little seance scene in the graveyard, and maybe a little bit after that, but I don't think it's enough to make people decide that they want to just take it back. Could be wrong. There are perfectionists out there that do want the top stuff, but you get this. Now, this here was a little bit of a misstep for them, because this is supposed to be an alternative fan-made cover of the film for the release. And as you can see, if you slide it in there, it's not going to fit properly. So that kind of don't work. Disc itself, looks nice, whatever. This art, don't have a problem with it. It just wasn't my cup of tea, so that's why I flipped it. There's, of course, a booklet here, I do believe. A little booklet here with the art I did use. It's liner notes and whatnot that you would want to read. It does come with a whole host of extras. If you have the old VCI Entertainment DVD release, which I do, that doesn't look good, but this looks good, really good compared to that. It has those same extras plus more. We've got liner notes, as I just showed you, I should say. Commentary track with Alan Ormsby, Jane Daly, and Anya Cronian accompanied the HD feature, so that's with the main one. Bonus, the complete alternative UK version with commentary by Alan Ormsby, hosted by David Gregory of Severn Films. Now, as far as that goes, that's like as is. It looks okay, but it doesn't look, it's not cleaned up, and it's not in HD if you want to watch that. Memories of Bob Clark, a tribute to the late director, which is really nice. Maybe not as good as some of the back, the features you see on these newer discs, but for the time that one was actually originally, made, it fits the bill quite well, and it's nice to have it here. Grindhouse Q&A, Confessions of a Gravedigger, interview with Ken Gotch, photo gallery, Dead Girls Don't Say No, music video by the Dead Things, Cemetery Mary music video by the Dead Things, tribute video by Freak 11 or Freak 2, it's one or the other there. Original theatrical trailer and radio spots with Alan Ornsby. So it's VCI stepped it up a lot, I think, with the extras and with the quality. And look, we even got a clear case. It's not a blue case, which apparently goes a long way with a lot of folks these days. So you have that going for it. It's a creepy movie. It's an atmospheric, movie. It's slow, but at the beginning. But overall, still, I like it. And I think if you like creepy and atmospheric movies, and you like Bob Clark, then this would be one that you'll want to pick up. Just understand it looks probably the better, the best. It's better than it's ever looked, and the best it ever will look, is what I'm trying to say in fewer words. But that is Children Shouldn't Play with Dead Things from VCI Home Entertainment. They also have is it City of the Living Dead, I think, which is also out, which I actually have but have not watched yet, but I will. So there that is. If it seems like something you want, go and snatch it.